Welcome to another episode of HardTarget Range. Let's go shooting. You can see the sight's shooting a little low. That one was the furthest one back, and I was purposely sighting high on that. So the second round that didn't come out on these. Regret that one. Well, let's go down and see the damage on those. One, two, three, four, five. Maybe the sights don't need to be adjusted, but the ammo needs to be replaced with the Hordani. Yeah, a lot better. The first one was the Federal. The second was the Winchester. Both of them cheap. In the Federal's defense, I've had that box of ammo for 30 years. So, yeah, we'll cut them a little slack, but I'm liking these four. I'm liking these four. This one, not so much. I don't know if you can see it. I'm liking these three, and even that one, four. The fifth one, not so much. You can't make this up. What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. The fifth one out here. I put another one out there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still not bad for me. I'm not a rifle guy. In my defense, I'm really not a rifle guy. I'll come up with better excuses. Give me a little time and some Gatorade. Well, here we are back in the shop with a little Gatorade Jack got me to quench my thirst. It's 65 degrees out there, and yeah, it's kind of nice except for all the crud blowing in the air. We haven't had a rain yet since the snow melt. And yeah, it's kind of nasty for a guy with allergies, and I'm afraid to take all the stuff I used to take for allergies now because it just kind of inhibits my fight. Yeah, so I'll just wash it down with this little Kool-Aid, and then we'll get to work on talking about this gun. That doesn't heat you up and cool you down all at the same time. The Ruger American in 22 Magnum. Of course, they make this in 22 long rifle. I wanted to get the 22 Magnum because I had a lot of 22 Magnum ammo. And so 8 months or so ago, I did a little trading and got this in the process. And I really think it's a good gun, a handy gun to have around in the 22 Magnum. I know the 22 Magnum's a little more expensive than a 22, but you get a lot more bang out of the thing. And quite frankly, a bolt-action rifle, it's not like you're going to be doing magnums. So, yeah, I don't think that's a big deal that it's more expensive. And if 9mm weren't so inexpensive nowadays, you wouldn't be saying that 22 Magnum's expensive. Because it isn't really in the relative scheme of things. a cartridge that's coming out almost 2,000 feet per second, 50 for $12.99 to $14.99. Yeah, not too expensive. Nice little gun, and I was experiencing a few problems of extracting on that, the Winchester and the Federal. And again, that Federal ammo, I've had it for over 30 years. So, yeah, maybe the casings weren't the cleanest in the world, and maybe the gun wasn't the cleanest in the world. I didn't clean it before I went down. Something I usually do, and I just totally forgot. And I didn't fix the rear sight either. It's just like it was. And those 2 boxes of ammo were putting me low. Even as I backed up, I was still going way low. And the CCI and the Hordani, those 2 were shooting pretty much, yeah, the missing was on me, not on those rounds. The sight was pretty much sighted in. My big problem in life on this thing is you can see the diamond on the rear sight there. And that diamond is really causing, it's blurring on me. I'm an old guy, and to get, I can look at the front sight, I can look at the back sight, I can look at the back sight and the target, I can look at the front sight and the target. Getting all 3 lined up and focusing on all 3 starts getting difficult, but I can do it, but not with that diamond in there. That was really blurring, causing me to blur out on the rear sight. And so I'm going to have to take that out and reverse it, and or my other option is just paint over it if I'm lazy, which I might just do that at this point. Every moment I can spend not working is a moment of my life left I can do something else. So I might do that. I'll think about that. But other than that, I enjoyed it. What a fun gun. And even with the comp, of course, I like a shorter stock. This is a 12 3/4 inch stock on this, and I like a shorter stock. I like to get my elbow up there and get a good pocket, and yeah, it really works quite well. And the fiber optic rod in the front, it worked quite well too. I think if I got rid of that white diamond, I'd like that. But you know, Tech Sights does make sights for this that mount on the rear 2 screws here for your scope ring, and then you take and replace the front sight with a higher sight. So that's a possibility. I might look at that and consider that. But I can't complain. That the last target I shot at, it wasn't the greatest. I was at about 100 feet, really, because I was about 33 yards. So I got 1 bullseye. That's pretty good for me. And I could throw out a couple other excuses too, but I'll take that. At least I got 1 bullseye in that last string of 5, and those were the Hordani again, which really does seem to, this rifle I think seems to like that a lot. Probably if I had a scope on it and out at a further distance, I could get that going pretty good with that ammo, I'm guessing. But there you go. There's the gun this week at the HardTarget range, the Ruger American Rimfire in 22 Magnum. I'll leave you with that last string that I shot and the results, and let you see the target, which is not stellar or anything, but at least I got 1 of them. At least I got it 1 of them. Till next time, thanks for tuning in, guys. That's a nice, fun little gun. Let's go down and check those last 5 shots. Well, at this stage of the game, I'll take the 1 bullseye. I'll take that. Yeah, I got 1 at any rate. Got something for the whole day. Well, that ends another episode of Hard Target Range on this absolutely beautiful day, spring of 2018. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Till next time, for Mr. Holster and Jack, go out and stay safe.